Every loss is the end of a story. Every single one will see a team going home. With each step they take, the climb becomes more difficult. The Falcons flying strong against the headwind, yet the words whispered in the dark threaten to crumble the resolve of any in their way. It's Falcons versus Team Secret once more into the darkness.
Backs against the wall. No room for error. Secret versus Falcons. It's time to put up or shut up.
Nina versus Sam is becoming a bit of a rivalry, and an exciting one at that. As Waypunt mentioned, every match is the end of the line for somebody. Who will it be here? As TRK will try to take it himself and almost scores the opener 7 seconds in.
Falcons put in this position, even though after all the fight they made in the wild card, now they've got to battle back against a Team Secret squad who also has, again, tried to shape their own destiny. It really does come down to who gets these strong starts.
A lot of attention, of course, paid to the likes of Ruas and Killers over on the Rule 1 side, but Ahmad has carved out quite a name for himself as well. Is the only player between the wild card and main event averaging at least a goal per game. He is exactly 1.0 and looking to add more here.
Already starting to see a good amount of pressure from Falcons. Good infield pass to Ahmad. That one will be blocked out by Sad. We're starting to see Falcons really take more control in the offensive front. Secret looking for a clear. We've seen Sad in the wild card be an impact player and take over series for Team Secret. Who will be that player, though, who steps up? KV1 has always been consistent no matter what. We expect that here at this stage.
The RK shot requires Sad to jump in the way. And he'll watch as KV1 has to finish the clearance. He's got Ahmad to dance around, and TRK coming up in support. Now Knight, indirect, gets some help from a demolition, but O'Khaled is there. Loose ball for Sad, to the back wall, needs one more touch, he won't get it, and it's cleared off to the side again. Team Falcons weather the early storm, try to drop another in front. O'Khaled could not connect with Ahmad.
Now you see Falcons again, just trying to get some more pressure. They've been on the back end for most of this game so far. 4 shots on the side of Falcons, only 1 on the side of Secret, as they're looking to see if they can change things, but it really comes down to how things have been controlled here in the midfield.
O'Khaled with a crucial cut there, as this will drop into the corner. And now Ahmad, a little awkward, with KV1 waiting for him. I think Ahmad might have expected KV1 to be diving in. That didn't happen, threw him off a little bit. Here goes TRK, trying to go over top of Sad. KV1, good catch, and he'll calmly guide this right back out to midfield. Team Secret not flinching at all here against Falcons. Ahmad going to work again, Sad will take it away, no boost in the tank. Doesn't matter, he's in the right spot, and that's all Secret needed until now. TRK creating on his own.
Look at the control from TRK. You see 2 on the back wall, everybody going up to play the initial challenge, but TRK able to play it low past 2, and now Falcons put on the pressure. After 7 shots, they finally get 1.
1-0 at the halfway mark, but here comes Sad. Knight trailing in behind. Knight has not scored in the main event. He does have 7 assists to his total. This goes back into the corner, and Knight trying to stall for as long as he can. Big bump from O'Khaled, but nobody else diving in. Does give Ahmad the chance to come up. See if he continues his absolute reign of terror. This is loose in front of the goal line, and TRK nearly tucked it in. It's so dangerous too, Daz, with Ahmad and TRK. They have now 16 out of the 18 goals Falcons have scored in the main event.
I mean, you can see why, too. I mean, their ability to put pressure on the strongest of defenses, as well as their ball control, is something that Secret have to keep an eye out for. Sad takes himself out the play. Knight tried to get a boom downfield, but again, there's TRK trying to force the issue. Secret have not been able to increase their shot total. It's still only been 1, as we have 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the game.
The 1 shot before that belonged to KV1, who scored 7 goals so far in the main event stage. This is off the back wall. Follow-up is just wide. denying Team Secret an equalizing goal. And now here comes TRK. Goes up in the air like a heat-seeking missile, and Ahmad does it again.
Last one he scored, this time with the setup. He doesn't need to touch the ball, just takes that out the play, and Ahmad strikes. 2-goal lead for Falcons as they've been in total control in game one.
Utter dominance, a few more shots lately for Team Secret, but nothing in the net, and very few close. As O'Khaled got over Knight, that registers as another shot and another save for KV1. He's got a pair of those saves, 2 out of the 6 for the squad as the ball goes back downfield. And it's Knight off to the corner. Now KV1, Stad flanking in behind him. And he got a piece of that, so it goes over towards Knight. Things working out okay for Team Secret, but just not enough to get oh so close to the Falcons net like they need to be.
They've been trying to get more room upfield, which is great for them. They're showing some signs of life, as now they have 5 shots to their name, but in the final 30 seconds, they're just starting to get their offense going. Against a team like Falcons, that may be just a little too late.
KV1 will take charge. Knight in behind him. That goes indirected all the way across. Good deflection to get it over to O'Khaled. And Knight can just kind of force it out right to Ahmad. That would have been dangerous. Certainly would have put this game away, but time will do that all by its own. The final countdown here of game one, and it is all Team Falcons, part of an 11-shot barrage as they just pummel the Team Secret half of the field, and the ball will finally mercifully touch down whenever O'Khaled decides to let it. Now it catches the deflection off to the ground. Falcons 2-0 in dominant fashion. 2-0 down, and it didn't seem that close.
2-0 and double the shots of 11-5 there. Falcons were just in front, kept the ball on the orange half for most of the game, and put Secret in uncomfortable spots time and time again. Secret finally started to break out late, and by late, I mean with 30 seconds on the clock, or about in that final minute, which again, when a team like Falcons is up 2-0 on you, you have to do a little bit more than just finally gain space, because they'll pull you out and then try to see if they can get more goals here off a counterattack. You take a look at the Mobile One high-performance replay, and this one is just, again, Falcons controlling the tone. Secret, they were outpaced in that game as well, and they also couldn't get things going physically. Only 1 demo to their name, and when Falcons aren't uncomfortable, I mean, you see that man there. When he gets going, he's dangerous.
He continues his torrid pace through this World Championship, averaging a goal per game coming into that. He scored 1 goal in game 1, and here's what Falcons have going for them here. Throughout the season, first of all, this is what we got going for us. This is insane. You got K-Corp over on the other side, Vitality fans behind us, part of just the massive sea of humanity here at the PSD Bank Dome in Düsseldorf. But what Team Falcons have going for them, 92% on the regular season, including majors. When they win game 1, they win the series. They won game 1 here, they dominated game 1 here. What changes for Secret in game 2?
Again, just making those adjustments and honestly not playing the Falcons' speed. They've got to challenge them more and more in the air. Falcons, look at this, 1-2-1, TRK trying to get around it, bar down, and no, it's out! Follow-up from Khaled, good! And Falcons get back on the board!
It's perfect timing out of O'Khaled because he watches Knight. He knows it's going to be him coming from out of the goal. KV1's not going to get there in time, so Khaled times it up perfectly, so he's got the second touch, he's got the dunk, and Falcons have a 1-0 lead.
Now Falcons getting things going offensively. Again, just being able to pass through the midfield without necessarily worrying about Secret getting involved. They just have to get a little bit faster on those challenges, reading the ball if they want to have a chance to shut down Falcons in transition, because that's where they got burned in that first goal.
KV1 intercepts here, he ran into TRK, and goes through O'Khaled to set up Sad, and it deflects off to the corner. KV1 play in direct around. He's got the full tank of boost as well, but TRK there to come in and save the day for Falcons. Back the other way he goes, only as far as midfield. Sad and KV1 both jump, but it's the MVP that takes over. Got the bump, it's still loose, and TRK sweeps that off out of harm's way.
Yeah, but this is looking a lot better compared to game 1 from Secret. Able to command some field presence and also make some of these initial challenges much more of an actual challenge. It just seemed like it was a suggestion to go up in the air. As TRK almost put it top left, Ahmad will set that up. College shot, no, off the post. Follow-up blocked by Sad. It's still a one-goal game.
Boy, poor Sad in the net. He's just going back and forth, left and right, waiting for a shot to actually get through, and it finally does. But the work he put in to keep this a one-goal game, astronomical. And now here goes Ahmad with TRK in behind him, and Knight there for the stop. TRK to follow it up. Can't get off the wall quickly enough, and that's won by Sad. Down to KV1, here comes Secret.
Secret. Oh man, KV1, he's just able to get past so many players efficiently. Ahmad wanted a piece of that ball, but Secret, oh man, they send 2 in the corner. Works out for them big time. Still a one-goal game here, but things have looked much better for them offensively and even defensively, as they've been able to play the ball around Falcons a couple times.
What else does TRK have in his bag of tricks? He goes right after Sad this time. And now Ahmad, a little awkward there as he was maybe leaving that for O'Khalid, who's up to the task. Sad now, down to Knight. Double tap lined up, and TRK intercepts. That disrupts the entire effort, but does not clear the zone. That's gonna fall to O'Khalid, who's been relatively quiet for Falcons here in the main event, but he has a goal here in game 2. Downfield it goes again. TRK will bring it back in, and this has just been a constant theme here, Daz. Every time Secret seem to get out of the zone and might have some momentum going, it's very short-lived as Falcons bring it right back in.
The Falcons have just been doing such a good job rotating. Also, their boost control has been phenomenal. TRK is not out of 100 boosts for a small amount of time. Uh-oh, Khaled though, trying to see if he can set it up. TRK went for the shot, but KV1 with the deny. Secret going to try to see if they can move upfield here now that they pulled out Falcons.
Very risky double decoy play, and it almost worked out for Falcons. They don't get burned, though, as they left Secret kind of high and dry. Here goes O'Khalid, got past KV1. No double tap, though, and Knight will have it away. Team Secret might have dodged a bullet.
Oh,
Can they capitalize? No! Ahmad gets back. He's done it on both ends of the field, Daz.
Yeah, and it's great, though, to see that from Knight, though. We've seen series in the wild card where he's elevated and done a lot for Secret offensively. Someone's got to step up. They haven't been able to get anything on the board so far, and time's ticking down.
Think about that main stage. It does something to you, right? It causes a little bit more panic, a little more indecisiveness, more double commits. We're not seeing that between these two squads as TRK falling into his own net. Makes another goal line save. This is dumped back in by Sad. The communication on both sides, exquisite. Not a lot of kind of hero ball coming out, though. That may change with Secret still yet to score in this series.
KV1 is able to take some boost here and gets a demo on the play out. Could be seeing him later if Knight can get this center-wise. Demo on the back end once again. And Ahmad, who got demoed earlier, able to pick up the ball now, try to see if he gets some control. Ahmad carryover one, gets bumped out the play. TRK's up, but Knight was there to meet him. Falcons trying to extend this lead. They've seen Secret get stronger and stronger on offense as the game's continued on. A goal here could submit the game.
And a great job there by Ahmad, too. Not trying to do too much, not trying to keep himself involved in the play. He realized he had to race back.
Right.
He was the only one there, and he did so. Down to 20 seconds now. Falcons continue defending this one-goal lead, trying to add to it as they did in game 1, but not quite yet. Final 10 seconds now. The crowd about to come alive, hoping Team Secret can at least extend this game, but instead it's Falcons bringing it right back onto the orange half. Zad's got to get under this. Needs it a second time. He's going to run out of gas, and no, that almost fell right to, I believe it was KV1. Instead, it's a 2-0 series lead.
2-0 series lead, but a very, very close one-goal game. The longer it went on, the also stronger Secret had chances in terms of being able to get on the scoring board. It was very, very tough. I mean, Falcons started off strong. They had the goal in the first minute, and then they continued to keep up the pace. That being said, even for Team Secret, they know they got a little bit more work to do. Still, again, so much more better statistically as they did end up out-shooting Falcons, but even out-demoing them. 8 shots, 6 demos to Falcons 7 shots and 1 demo. But again, just not enough. Falcons able to just clean things up on the back end and make it so hard for Secret to score.
A lot of that for Team Secret, just having to play defense right inside that box or that semicircle in front of the net. They just could not get away from their own net long enough to get quality opportunities. Timeout called here by Team Secret, so they burned their one timeout after game 2, where they are still yet to score through 10 minutes of gameplay. And I mean, coming in, Knight hasn't scored in the main event. He did have those 7 assists. Sad's got 3 goals, and KV1 leads the way with 7. They have to find a way to get the MVP involved. He's the MVP for a reason. He's got to be the guy to bring Team Secret back from the brink.
I mean, he had 4 shots in that last game, but again, it's just about building up those quality opportunities. As the pressure gets on, there's the timeout now. You can't take it with you.
This crowd in Düsseldorf looking for reasons to come alive here. Regardless of where their allegiances may lie, I don't think anybody wants to see these series end in a sweep. Unless, of course, you're a Falcons fan. Right now, 2-0. But the arenas come to life, trying to rally Team Secret. Give them any energy they can. And up on that stage, I think it was Garrett who mentioned once upon a time, you feel it more than anything. You may not necessarily hear the crowd with the noise canceling and all that they have going on, but you can feel that rumble when the crowd starts to come up.
And these are things that make or break when it comes down to writing your own story. Secret take the timeout. Down 2 in the series. Can Falcons put things on match point? We'll have to find out here.
It is a partisan Falcons crowd as we get ready for game number 3. That's what Team Secret has to overcome. As O'Khaled will bring it across, looking for another quick goal here against Team Secret. Falcons have the only offense so far. They've outscored Secret 3-0 in the series. And TRK almost added another right at the crossbar. Dealt off by KV1. Knight waiting to challenge O'Khaled. Sad having to wait as well. And again, not a lot of forward momentum down the field for Team Secret.
Now they get it to the midfield line, and the Falcons pick up the ball once again. TRK flick over 1! TRK starts things off for Falcons again!
They really gave this ball to the 3 most dangerous letters in Rocket League and hoped he wouldn't burn them. TRK does it again with a perfect flick right under the bar, 1-0 Falcons.
After coming out of the timeout as well. What control, what consistency out of TRK.
Oh, there goes Ahmad, had the flip and just let it go. KV1 taken away by O'Khaled. Sad had to wait a moment to see exactly what he was going to do. TRK double tap for Ahmad and blocked away by Sad. More defense right in front of the box for Team Secret. Not enough offense, not enough clearance from the South American squad.
Got to get things figured out here soon. Infield pass, there's the shot! He just keeps on scoring! TRK adds another one to his name!
When this ball just goes out, there's nobody there. Sad again has to stay at the back wall because there's nobody else to relieve him. And because he doesn't dive out, of course, it's an easy pass and an absolute missile from TRK. And the lead balloon.
Oh, he's just getting another one.
Even more! How about a hat trick coming out of the Secret timeout?
Off the kickoff, watch him. Ball pitches straight to the car. You know Falcons practiced that play. Perfect execution. 3-4 for TRK. And a pause here. 3:42 on the clock after Falcons end up scoring that one in the crowd.
A natural hat trick in less than 1 minute and 20 seconds. I mean, you call the timeout. That is the last thing you're looking for on the other side. They just have not had an answer for especially the combination of Ahmad and TRK, where all eyes, of course, going to be on Ahmad because he's been the leading scorer. TRK, just as deadly, and he is just all vibes right now on the stage.
Yeah, you really have to think about like Falcons right now, even in this position, right? Lower bracket, round 1 in your group. Again, just having to constantly win, constantly playing in this kind of heightened state. And they look comfortable, which is always going to be a great sign at this stage of the game.
Here's how lopsided this first minute 20-ish have been. Of course, 5 shots for Falcons, none on the side of Team Secret. All 3 goals had an assist. We got a couple demos on the side of Falcons, but how about the scoring differential? I mean, I know game score isn't everything, but a combined game score of almost 600 versus a shade under 200. Team Falcons have had the vast majority of control here in game 3, and they're looking to send a message coming out of the secret timeout.
I mean, they've been sending a message since the game started, to be honest. I mean, it's just been Falcons in that secret half, keeping them in their back line, forcing them to make constant goal line saves. And Secret have had a very hard time adjusting. Even when they have adjusted, it hasn't been for a long period of time. We haven't seen consistent offensive pressure, and it's been very rough. That being said, you thought that going into game 3, especially after the timeout, seeing how close game 2 was, that okay, maybe Secret could figure things out, but it feels like it just became a downhill slope, and they're in danger.
They're waiting to see the extent of this tech pause here. Looks like a member of Team Secret having an issue on their side, and we'll see if that had anything. I don't imagine it would have had anything to do with the third goal, but that's what the admins are for, and we will relay any information we get from them as soon as we get it. Do you think this does anything to cool down this red-hot momentum out of Falcons? I mean, it's been...
No.
I would think if the series were closer, maybe it would, but because they've just been dominant right from the beginning, they haven't allowed Secret many quality looks, maybe any quality looks at their net through 2 1/3 games. I don't think this is going to affect them at all.
No, I mean, you gotta understand, they just came out of a timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout, 1-goal game, and then immediately, within the first minute, able to get 1, turns it to 2, kickoff, turns it to 3.
Right.
I mean, they were, if anything, it feels like it helped them to be able to get that extra time to talk things over. Because they look more cleaner, and their gameplay is just kind of elevated. Meanwhile, on the side of Secret, it just feels like one mistake kind of just made things start to tumble.
How quick we were to start to anoint Rule 1 as kind of the new chosen ones of the MENA region. This Falcon squad, even though they're here in the lower bracket of the group, they look like a buzzsaw right now. And it's on Team Secret now. This is where you find out how disciplined a team is. As we've just got word, the goal will stand, so this 3-0 scoreline will remain intact with 3:42 remaining in Game 3. You find out how disciplined a team like Secret is, though, because now you wonder, is anybody going to try and kind of maybe break away from the game plan and go, well, hey, what we're doing isn't working. I got to be the hero. They got to trust in themselves if they're going to find a way back, and it's a long way back from this, but they have a little more than 3.5 minutes to at least just get 1 on the board and see if you can get the ball rolling from there.
Yeah, totally possible to go on a run here. But of course, you know, it starts with 1. Pick things up, see if they can get some momentum here late, but they've got to dig deep. This is almost the worst possible position you could be in. And going down early in a game that could put you on match point, like you said, plenty of time on the clock, but Secret got to get it together.
And it's not unfamiliar territory for Team Secret. I mean, they get scored on first fairly often, but they have one of the better win rates when they do get scored on first. They're up around 37% for the season, which doesn't sound like a big number until you consider, I think the leader is around 40-something. So here we go, off the restart. Can Team Secret start to turn it around? They've got almost a full game to work with, down 3.
We've seen them elevate in the wild card, but this is a different beast. Can they elevate themselves? The answer is no, as Tyler will put 1 in. Quick pass play for Falcons, and they're getting things rolling once again.
Secret fans, I'm trying to give you something to hold on to. Unfortunately, it's just Falcons over and over and over again. A natural hat trick for TRK in less than 1:20. Then O'Khaled comes in off the tech pause and adds another. And there just seems to be no end in sight for this assault on the orange half. That's gonna bounce over Sad. TRK can get to this, and he peels off wisely. Ahmad gets bumped by KB1, and that at least gives Secret a little bit of a reprieve.
Oh, only for a moment though. Ball still on their own half. Knight, you're trying to carry that one through in the air. You see TRK able to get that away from Sad. Does he have the double? Oh my God, he got a read even after being bumped. He still is trying to keep this play alive. But 4-0 scoreline, Falcons in a very comfortable position.
Sad just around 1, only O'Khaled to beat. Got around him, here comes Knight, and it's TRK up to the crossbar for the save. What can the MVP do? It just drops down towards Sad. So he's gonna have to play it from the corner. Knight coming on as well. He had to pump the brakes, and then that ricochets around and just away where KB1 has to collect. Falcons are doing a great job not giving the ball away. This one off the post and still denied. Oh, they had a little bit of interference. They had everything set up, and still Old Ironsides to the rescue.
It feels like they can't buy a goal at this point. Everything working offensively, but the final shot not going through. 2 minutes though, and they're still applying pressure. They haven't given up yet. Trying to see if they can at least pierce the armor of Falcons, who have blocked everything they sent their way.
It almost feels hopeless where they get that close and still can't come away with a goal. Now it goes up to Ahmad. Oh, looking for Khalid, but KV1 intercepts. But TRK, that just got a little bit too far away from the defender. So now, again, Falcons on the attack, burning more time off the clock. They're not overextending. They're not pressing for anything more than they need, as Khalid will patiently let it drop to TRK. And then Ahmad just ahead of the last man. So this will drop down, and Sad has to clear away. Once again, from the very back of the line, and now finally KV1 gets one on the board.
One finally here. You see the press downfield. Knight trying to apply pressure to Khalid, forcing them to get up early, and KV1 angles the 50 perfectly. Secret with one, they're down by 3, with a minute 21 to go. Falcons not necessarily phased yet, but there's a chance for Secret to start building.
This kind of goes with a whimper back towards KV1. But he gets demolished, and now Sad will have to clear it away. Or rather, KV1 cycling back into the play. And Khalid will range across, but KV1 beat him to the punch. Then got a piece of that challenge by TRK. And now Sad to clear it out, but now they've got less than a minute to go. They at least got one on the board, so they won't be perfect swept. There's still some life here in this game, but they got to score real quick.
Is that the first goal of the series?
That is their first.
Well, at least they got one, like you said. 40 seconds left. Ahmad trying to dance around everybody. That one will go off the post. Khalid looking for another follow-up shot. That one blocked out by Knight. TRK with the light shot. Thought he could get around the defense. 30 seconds to go here. As long as Falcons continue to keep up the pressure, they'll continue on and put this series on match point.
They'll have 4 shots to close it out after what is currently a 10-shot salvo against the team's secret half. TRK looking to maybe to add one more. That may end up in the net as it goes just wide. Sad blocked by Khalid. No time on the clock. Will KV1 get one for the road here? Not quite, as it's blocked away. Final second, eternal. And finally, Falcons will bring it to ground. And with that, following a natural hat trick at the start of this game out of TRK, who puts up just a monstrous scoreline, it is quadruple match point.
You used to say there was never a reverse sweep here. The Falcons was the team that
Right.
ended up making that performance. I don't think they'll let the second one happen to them anytime soon.
I mean, have you ever seen one where the opposition has been this outmatched? As we look back and see exactly how things started. Welcome to the TRK highlight reel portion of our show. I haven't seen one where a team's been this outmatched and then they finally magically turn it around. They don't have the benefit of a timeout now. Everything that could possibly be against Team Secret right now is, if they manage just to get this to Neo Tokyo, it would be a monumental effort.
Let's go!
That's not bad for a Friday. 104. It's only going to get better as the day and the weekend rolls on. What did we do? We got over 110 in Boston, did we not?
I believe so. It was something.
All right, that's the target, Düsseldorf. You got all weekend. Team Secret might only have 5 minutes. Utopia the backdrop as we look at 4 match points for Team Falcons.
We saw, or a lot of people thought Falcons would come through and take this series, but I don't think they expected this level from them. They have been cool, confident, and have just, a salvo of shots every single game. They are showing no mercy to Team Secret.
Ahmad out of the corner. As the crowd looking to come alive yet again. KV1 right at TRK. Now Knight around the board. Sad coming on as well. He's just too far back. Second man, not much of a factor in the team secret attack until now. Knight scores a worldie from the heavens.
What could be their final game, they're going out swinging. Knight up so quick, beats out Khaled to the ball, and for the first time, Team Secret score first this series.
For the first time in the main event, Knight adds a goal to go with his 7 assists. Now can Team Secret keep it going, or do they concede immediately? TRK right there with KV1. KV1 shot easily dealt away by Ahmad, and he's got that follow-up as well. Might put some more work in defensively. Z just single-handedly clears the zone, and Secret will have to bring it right back in.
Oh, Secret in a tough spot. Knight on his way back. TRK lobs it up to Ahmad, I'm sorry. Khaled on the ball here, looking to see if he can play a low 50. He's got to get past the entire Secret squad, and they deny, he send it away for the time being.
There's a time you would have thought he'd have no problem doing that. Ahmad now trying to do it himself, and Knight in with the save. All hands on deck right now, defensively for Team Secret. You gotta feel like they're gonna need at least one more to feel confident with this lead.
Yeah, they're giving Falcons so much space though. Able to just get these solo plays and make things look awkward. That's a light touch. O'Callaghan, he's gotta back off here. Knight on the ball, and also some really good pressure to allow Secret to get some space. They finally are able to break out the zone. Now they just need to maintain.
Oh, TRK over to O'Callaghan. Good defense pass, and now it's down to Ahmad, who's through traffic going after Sad, who just barely got off the wall in time. Good win by Knight to get that downfield. He takes out O'Callaghan, but Ahmad's gonna buy them time, so too is TRK. Only 12 in the tank, but he can create with nothing. Now it's off the side for O'Callaghan again. Well, he's up so fast. It feels like O'Callaghan almost might be having kind of a rebirth here at this World Championship. We're seeing maybe the best we've seen out of him lately, but that's going back, and he's going to catch up to it.
And he ends up catching up to it in time. His performance has been significantly better. You see him in the wild card, and it feels like he's only elevating as these matches are continuing to be played. TRK trying to get to some past that, has the double straight down. O'Callaghan goes up, but KV1 clears it out into space. Secret playing things very close by allowing Falcons to get so much room in the midfield, but they still have the lead.
TRK is that guy. He just grabs 200 boost on the way back, no problem, and then clears it away. KV1 bringing it back in, trying to get past Ahmad. Good luck. Now Sad right at TRK. That's not going to work out either. This is a neutral 50 that KV1 can get up for quickly. Inside 2 minutes, it just feels like an eternity that Secret's going to have to hold on to this 1-goal lead. Would love to add to it here. Sad couldn't get the dunk on O'Callaghan. And now Knight has at least going central, but TRK with the clear.
KV1 ends up throwing that into space. Should be a free ball for Secret here. And yes, Dad's gonna bring it all the way up off the back wall, just recognizing where they are, not giving anything to Falcons for free. Falcons trying to force the issue though. Good beat by one. I'm not trying to get it to O'Callaghan, but blocked out by KV1. Falcons turn again to get this one in the midfield, but it's Knight who will send it away into open space. Only for one touch though. As you can see, a couple of fake challenges there. Khaled will pick this one up, and the battle for possession in that midfield continues.
Trying to outwit and outplay Team Secret on their way back into this game. Quick shot from Ahmad, saved away by KV1. More importantly, he didn't just give it away, but it has ended up central. O'Callaghan's shot well high, couldn't follow it up. And Knight had that just slip away from him a little bit. TRK run through traffic, and I think he got bumped on the way in, so that prevented him from just walking in. KV1 now with 40 seconds, trying to get by TRK, and O'Callaghan will bring it across again. Just waiting, almost a matter of when, not if, Falcons will get an equalizer, now with 35 to go.
Birds are circling. Brings that back. You see Sad gets a piece of it. A little bit of hesitation there. 30 seconds to go, though. TRK in the back end. Got a bump. KV1, 18 boost in the back. We'll try to pick up some more as Secret moves upfield. Time ticking down. Falcons got to fly. TRK ends up getting a good dunk there, but KV1 steals it away. Secret with a chance here to close out the game if they can keep this in the blue half. Falcons with one more push. Final 10 seconds. Sad brings that into the corner. Khaled tries to get a clear, but it's stuck on the Falcons in. One more shot, it'll be blocked away. Ball still in the air. Falcons have not given up yet, but they gotta get this one through. It'll hit the ground. Secret Secret will not be swept. They are fighting to stay alive.
This kind of reminds me of what Team Secret did in the wild card stage, where they would kind of lower team shots per game, game by game, and they finally have adjusted to the Falcons' attack. But they still have 3 more in front of them. But holding Falcons to just whatever it was, 3 shots in that game. They didn't let TRK get anything near the net. There are a lot of teams that would take that in a heartbeat.
After TRK's performance, him not being able to get a single shot is only just showing just how well Team Secret have been able to just adapt as they played that game very, very well. Good clearances out. They ended up getting the first goal from Knight, who again, like you said, he hadn't been able to score in the main event. Things could shift here, but we play the games for a reason. How will things change once we enter Deadeye Canyon?
We'll head to the Oasis in a moment as the Golden Hornets behind us of Vitality come alive. The energy in this building has been spectacular. I mean, we kind of joke sometimes about Friday being the dead day at some of these lands. Not so fast, my friend. This is as lively as any, and we are ready to go for Game 5. Team Secret beginning the long march back as the drums beat behind us. Here we go.
Secret fighting for their lives here in Group A. Falcons just trying to close this series. Will they be limited to 3 goals again, or will they finally start to fly high?
KV1 narrowly missed getting past TRK, but a bouncer in here. That tests O'Khalid, and he's up to the task this time. KV1 going after TRK, couldn't get a piece of him. So it's cleared away by TRK, over to Ahmad, and now Falcons on the attack again, but this time Sad has it. Well defended over the last game and a minute by Team Secret. Even the end of Game 3, they started to kind of turn things around, and they kept Falcons at bay. Granted, that was with a 4-goal lead, as O'Khalid is deleted. KV1 has his pocket picked by TRK, who almost won a big challenge there as well.
You can see the pace of play increasing from Secret. Knight especially, keep eyes on him. He's already got 2 shots this game. They have to be careful not to overextend. That was the biggest thing that hurt them in the earlier games. Knight on the ball, trying to get it past Ahmad. KV1 will pick it up, he gets bumped out the play. Recovers though to take another 50, but it'll be TRK with control. TRK got a flip, used it, but can't get past that. He'll put that into the corner, and Secret will try to get things under control.
Oh, Khalid has his possession nicked by Sad, and now it's TRK. Can't stay with it, but kind of bumped back towards the back wall. So that'll slow him down on the rotation, doesn't matter. Team Secret can't break out quickly. KV1 though, finally got the ceiling pinch. Oh, Khaled's got to catch up to it, and he does. Full tank of boost. Sad's aware of it. Oh, he won the challenge. Can't get to that ball, and it ricochets around out of the zone.
Good aggressive challenge from Knight. Last back on the play. Just wants to slow things down. Transition though. TRK to Khaled. Khaled with the shot. Bang! Falcons strike first.
1 shot, 1 kill. That's all O'Khalid needs. Beautiful setup from TRK. You can only let them get that close so many times. Match point, elimination point now for Secret. They have to respond in 3 minutes.
Here's where the pressure really starts to build. Can Secret manage this?
Heroes come in the unlikeliest of forms sometimes. Somebody not named KV1 has to be that hero for Team Secret. It's gonna be Ahmad. Right at KV1. TRK for O'Khalid, and all he was there for was damage control mode. He had to make sure that wasn't won cleanly. Here goes Sad. Knight waiting for a pass that never gets there. KV1 shot, dealt with by TRK. Knight still on the attack. Sad coming in as well, and Ahmad has it over everybody. TRK now trying to drop it down in front. Instead it goes all the way across, and O'Khalid's got that. Ahmad lurking again. You just feel like they're 1 touch away from breaking this game open.
They are. It's that close. Shots tied here between the two. Demos on the play. Things looking very awkward, but Secret couldn't take control of it. Still plenty of time, though. They got to get moving.
KV1 was looking for somebody to bump. The problem is nobody was coming up on the attack. There's the demolition there on TRK. He'll be slow respawning. Now it's Sad. TRK back in the play, and he does very quickly get up and deny the opportunity. KV1 trying to force his way through. Here comes Knight. They need an equalizer now with less than 100 seconds. Knight couldn't get in anybody's way, and O'Callaghan has it cleared. Right to KV1, and the shot still saved.
Shot blocked out by Falcons. Secret still fighting to keep the pressure. They've been doing a good job utilizing their boost. 50s into play to keep this on the blue half. You can see Falcons just trying to get themselves out.
TRK trying to do it all himself here, try to keep this lead intact. The way you do that, you keep the pressure on and you do not relent. Knight takes over from Sad. Sad into the play now. KV1 coming up. Maybe he will be the hero. He's got to play table center this time. It's blocked by O'Callaghan, and Sad has to scramble back. He's not out of it just yet. O'Callaghan still has it, and Sad stops him.
Big save there from Sad, keeping this a one-goal game. Knight with a lot of room here, so has to play this ball carefully. One mistake could end your season. Secret trying to get something going in the final seconds.
Oh, it's TRK. He's let that one get away. Knight has it back in. Sad. Can he stay with the play? No. And where is KV1? There he is. Into the play now with 30 seconds. Couldn't get a piece of that. Knight can. Shot was high and wide and still cleared out. A powerful clear almost spelled the end, but TRK's shot was off. And now Sad with 15 seconds with Falcons all bearing down on him. TRK's the decoy, and Ahmad strikes again.
Falcons finally do it. TRK sets it up. Fake out for Ahmad. Back of the net. Defining moment here for Falcons. 12 seconds remaining.
Gotta get downfield in a hurry. Sad could not do that. He's slowed up by the Falcons, and Team Falcons are flying high. They will live to fight another day here at the World